I'm 12 pages away from the end.
That's
So
exciting.
it's a very different comic book. I mean, there's almost no battle in it,
Wow.
which is a rare thing.
Yeah, especially for like the most famous Amazon, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Let's talk about that. This would be our angle. I've been taking all sort of position on what woman in comics should be, whatever, and so on. One of the things it's obvious now that there is a huge feminist wind of change blowing on comic, which is a great thing. But I feel like one of the solution to gender equality that is being found with Wonder Woman is to make her more badass, more warrior, more more manly, more macho. And I'm not quite sure this is the way to go. I mean, I'm all about gender equality, but should we make Wonder Woman more a man in order to reach that equality? And I have a doubt about this. One of the things that we're trying to do is to get Wonder Woman to find other solution than men's solution to problems.
Yeah, instead of just, the meat and potatoes way.
I mean, she doesn't need to be saved or stuff like that.
No, God, no.
She's the boss, but the solution is not to be super violent. And I've been talking to people that I really enjoy their work and about what Wonder Woman version they prefer, and they're feminists like me, and they will sometimes choose the more aggressive, darker Wonder Woman, as it is like, don't mess with her because she can snap your dick off or something. So she deserves respect in that. But is that really the way to go? I don't think so. Especially if you look at the loving Wonder Woman of the early days of Wonder Woman, where there was an erotic tension, a motherly love, something. It was much more complex than just, I'm the equal of men on the battlefield. There have been some change on the costume recently at DC. I usually don't care for any of the change. I mean, to me, it's very cosmetic. It's just the design. But the recent change, they covered the skin a lot more, and they added shoulder pad. And I think the intention in it, which might be a good intention, which is like, well, let's not exploit the sexual aspect of it by hiding as much skin as possible. And the shoulder pad, I guess, makes her more badass on the battlefield again.
Yeah,
but
sure.
But if you look at Linda, I never seen the Linda Carter show.
Neither have I.
I did not. So, but yet she came across as culturally as a feminist.
Sure.
It's one of those versions of Wonder Woman where she's very feminist, yet she's pretty naked, right? So what does it mean is that maybe the equation of showing skin and being feminist doesn't equate. I mean, if you hide more skin, that doesn't make you more feminist. There's nothing wrong with skin. It's the attitude, it's the message. I think it's a slippery slope to say that if we're more prude, it's you respect yourself better.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure. I think the real danger is to make sex and sexuality and sex appeal and sexiness a problem and something you should go away from. And that's a much more subtle and complex thing than just, let's just add pants to superheroes so they can have some self-respect. I think if they should respect their own sexuality, they won't be object. That's my point with the Linda Carter stuff, which is she come across as feminist, yet she's mostly naked in the costume. Like it's a bathing suit, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's like one of the most iconic versions of Wonder Woman that there is. So what did you think about Cliff Chang's version and Brian Azzarello's?
Yeah, I love both of these guys. I absolutely adore the work.
Brian's writing was absolutely amazing in it. Just out of this world. I loved it. It was one of my most favorite Wonder Woman books I've ever read.
Yeah, and honestly, all right, I'm opening another door. Crazy other door.
Open it up.
What do you get with talking to me? You don't know what kind of weird door I'm going to open. So there it is. The transition to David has been bumpy somehow in the media, and I can understand why, because they're so different as a vision. But it might not be my cup of tea. But what is important to understand is that even though these characters, they've been around for a long time, artist's vision should prime whatever it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's one of the problems. Every time you change something, people argue and bitch because, it's not like what they have in their own head. Yeah. And, just don't buy the thing.
Yeah, exactly. They were very upset about when they changed Batgirl's costume. It was just like stuff that you would find in your closet, like a pair of Doc Martens.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I love that costume, by the way.
I know, I liked it too, but a lot of people had an issue with it because they changed it.
Yeah, if I hated it, it doesn't make it more or less legitimate. I mean, that's the thing. And to me, all these debate about, oh, that belt buckle has been changed, you suck, and that stuff. I mean, it makes no sense to me, and it's the best argument for creatorial material because nobody has any idea. Nobody has a preconceived version of what one woman should be, and if you don't, by accident almost, make the same version, well, you must be wrong.
Yeah.
People should accept whatever vision is being proposed, being unagree or not agree. But the thing is that these characters, because they've been there for so long, it almost like if they exist beyond the artist that does it. And being as an artist, I feel like no, they're just vision of artists. So it's okay not to agree, to despise the work, but it doesn't make it not legitimate.
And there you have it. And there you have it. Well, thank you very much for talking with us. Come here, you.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling. I'm just
it's all over the place.
It's going to be cut.
Well, my argument is exactly the opposite of what you're saying, though.